All right. And away we are going. Something. I don't know. We are currently in the online situations. Whoops. Gotta fix that too. Hang tight. Oh. In a hurry to do things and you forget to do stuff. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Right on. Not much, Joshua. How are you doing, sir? We're back. I'm in a little bit better of a mood right now than I was earlier. Earlier, I just wasn't feeling it, to be perfectly honest. Let's go pick us up a load. Grab us a load. Since we can't do this while driving down the road, I gotta stop. So let's see. Oh, isn't that adorable? Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to rest. Okay, that's cool. We'll just back up into the garage. And from what I have been told, I'm not sure how true it is. What's up, El? How are you doing tonight, sir? From what I've been told, multiplayer is dark until November 1st. So there won't be a whole lot of, ooh, let's take a look and see what we're hauling this go around. If we can't see it under streetlights, then we ain't gonna see it. Well, I guess I need to back it up further. What the deuce? Come on now. Are you gonna let me sleep or not? Joshua says he's eating. There we go. Now we can sleep. I got a feeling it won't let me get rest. Or it won't let me get a load until I got some rest. But we'll see. Hopefully it ain't a glitch with the game. Alrighty. Hey, there we go. Now we got loads. We got loads for days. Let's see, if I actually had bought a car, I could have got that. But whatever. I didn't. I'm okay with it. Yep. Not much, TJ. How you doing tonight, partner? Not much. Just doing a little bit of multiplayer right now. I'm telling you, I'm still not going to get used to that. I'm still going to be paranoid every time I drive through another truck. Like, am I going to hit this guy or what? But it's alright. We have left the non-collision zones. But this is all good. This is all good. Okay, that's a wall. Alright. Yep. Hope everybody's having a good evening there tonight. Yeah, let's grab some coffees. Yeah, if we're going to truck drive, we gotta have coffee. There we go. I know it ain't doing it again. It is. What the freak? Okay. That was weird. Yeah, I just noticed that. I think it's gone, though. I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, now we're froze. Well, this is just not working out for me. I'm sorry, TJ, about you losing your dog there, buddy. I've lost dogs before aplenty, and it truly is heartbreaking. Okay. This is just disturbing, and I'm not happy about it. We're gonna see though. We're gonna keep plugging through. We're gonna plug away at it. We are going to plug away at it and see what happens. Yeah, that was me. Whenever it freezes like that, Joshua, it's where I've dropped out of full screen and went to my desktop. That's what happens when it freezes like that, and when the screen goes black, it means I've dropped out of the game. The game's still there, it's just running in the background. So, yeah. I could actually hit drop out of the game while driving down the road, but it's not wise to take chances doing that, so... Oh, at least old girl left me a full tank. That's a good thing. I hope it's all good now. Golly, I hope it's all good. I have had some problems today with streaming. First time ever got the green flashing screen. That's just not kosher. Demario says blah. But Demario's a loyal fan, comes in here almost all the time, so I like it. Smash. Yeah. Ain't around nobody right now. I guess we're going to have to get down into, He had colon cancer, bro. I'm sorry about that, man. I didn't mean to miss your comment there, TJ. I'm sorry. Man, I'm sorry your doggy had colon cancer there, partner. I really am. I actually had a dog that I got, of all places, in front of a Kmart as a puppy. And that dog wouldn't let nobody else near him but me. I could let him out of the fence, and he would run and run and run, and then when I whistled for him, he'd come and sit down right beside me, just like Lassie. And no, it wasn't a collie. It was a lab. And my mom's boyfriend at the time, my dog and his chow, they got into a bit of a fight, and my dog was getting on that chow pretty good, and well, end of that story is my mom's boyfriend pulled my dog out of the pen with the other dogs, and it wasn't no little pen, it was a huge pen. What do I think about the World Series, TJ asks. I would have been happier if the Braves went further in the World Series than getting beat out by the Dodgers. And since the Braves got knocked out of it early, I mean, at least they went to the playoffs. That's a plus. Oh, Jiminy Crickets. He only lasts 36 hours. I'm sorry, bud. But no, since the Braves went to the playoffs, I'll consider that a sizable win over last year. Last year, we didn't even make the playoffs, so yeah. Demario's gonna go cook. What you cooking, Demario? But nah, the World Series, I didn't have a dog in that fight, so it was what it was. I had friends on both sides of that equation, so it was like, for me, it was personally, it was whatever. And that's really, that doesn't take nothing away from the teams involved. That doesn't take nothing away from their cities and their fans. It just, to me, it was eh. I mean, that's just being perfectly honest. I mean, I really and truthfully did not have a dog in that fight at all, so. 42 grand. $44 grand. Give me more, give me more. $46,000. Ooh, I like that. I wonder if the little one's going to be higher. No, it won't. Oh, well. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let's just see what this one says. That's 44 too. Let's take the $46,000 one. I like that one. We'll take this one here instead. There we go. So, no, kill the truck. So, no, I didn't really have a dog in the fight on the World Series, but, no. And then, back to the story about my dog, my mom's boyfriend pulled him out of the pen, put him on a rope, tied him off. The rope won't no bigger around than my pinky. And my dog did what he had been trained to do. He protected the assets of the property. Another dog came in the yard. He did his job protecting it. Dog ran out of the yard. In the process, my dog got hit by a garbage truck. So that was fun. And then on the way to school the next morning, after I found out my dog had been hit, and I had had probably the worst day ever as a 7th grader. Yeah. Hey, Gregory, what's up, bud? Yeah, there was an 18-wheeler tractor-trailer flipped over on its side in front of us. So, yeah, that was downright interesting, to say the least. So, yeah, that was a fun day. And then, of course, you come home and get to bury a dog after school, so that was... Yeah, that's where the fun stopped, digging a grave. Doing good, Gregory, to be perfectly honest. I'm doing better than I was earlier. Earlier, I was in a very sour mood, and I couldn't get into the game at all for nothing. I mean, I'll put it like this. I could have gotten, I could have had 20 people donate me $100. And I genuinely would not have. It would have been. I would have been happy about it, but it wouldn't have unsoured my mood. My mood was just straight up sour. That ain't no lie. So yeah, but I'm good now. I'm better. Sometimes you just got to take a step back, breathe, and just. Go grab a comfort movie real fast and whatnot. For me, my comfort movie is one of the 3 Matrix movies, so that's one of them movies I can watch whenever I'm just in a sour mood. I'll watch that and it'll make me feel better. Man, this coffee is so good tonight. The right amount of cream and sugar, yes. I will drink it black, but I'm strictly particular over the coffee that I drink black. If I'm drinking... I don't want to get kicked from the server for not running headlights. That's bad. But yeah, we are doing good. Oh, goody, we get to bypass the way stations. This is nice. Real nice. I like it when we get to bypass the way station. Yeah, Gregory, we do. We all have those moments, and I'm not going to say prided myself, but in a way I have. I've prided myself on keeping this stream real. So it's kind of like if you see problems with the stream, or if you see the stream doing something, you can assure that it's not planned. Family's doing good, TJ. Family's doing good. Family's doing good. Wife's exploring new automobiles right now. And when I say new, I don't mean like brand spanking new. She don't want a brand new one. She's got her eye on a 2014 Jeep Wrangler. So, and then she, of course, she freaked out over that whole idea because she was like, always in her life, there's two vehicles she's always wanted. She's always wanted a CJ7 Jeep, 80s model, and a 69 Ford Mustang. Not cheap vehicles, especially when done right. So she has had her eye on this. Are you for real right now? Okay, so this is where we're at. This is what's going on. Okay. I keep forgetting I have to change that setting every freaking time I come into multiplayer. Anyhow, so she tells me over the weekend that she doesn't want to get a Jeep because getting a Jeep is a stupid decision. And I'm like, babe, you're getting a Wrangler, not a CJ. I said, it's fine as a family vehicle. And she goes, well, it's still stupid why I want it. I was like, why? Why is it stupid? I said, why do you want a CJ? And she goes, her exact reason. And y'all can tell me if that's a stupid reason or not. Her reason for wanting a CJ Jeep is because of the TV show China Beach. Now, if y'all are old enough to remember China Beach, great. If you're a little bit more familiar with MASH, then there you go. But yes, China Beach was a Vietnam-based TV show. MASH was Korean War. So anyhow, but China Beach came on after MASH went off the air. So that's why she wanted it, was because of China Beach. And she goes, that's a stupid reason to want a vehicle. Joshua says, gotta go to work. So that's, for me, it's like this. That's not a stupid reason to want a vehicle. I mean, no offense. There's people out there that want 69 Dodge Chargers just because of the Dukes of Hazzard. You know? I mean, so you can't sit there and say that it's a stupid reason. And I told her that. I said, babe, you can't say that's a stupid reason for wanting a vehicle because, you know, there's people that want Dodge Chargers because of the Dukes of Hazzard. There's people that want, you know, Jeeps like the one you're wanting because of the Dukes of Hazzard and Daisy's Jeep Dixie. I mean, come on. You can't sit there and say all that. So, anyhow. See you later, Joshua. Have a good night, bud. Joshua says he's going to work. So anyhow. Yep. Oh. Anyhow, who knows? So yeah, that's pretty much been where she's at, TJ. And I tried to explain to her. And then she goes, well, what about fuel economy? What about top heaviness? I'm like, babe, it's fine. It's not jack 20 foot in the air. It'll be fine. See, there you go. Gregory wants an Aston Martin because of James Bond. Why not? I mean, why not? There you go. Some people wanted the, oh, good grief. What was it? What was it? The 86 Pontiac Trans Am because of Knight Rider. And look at how many, what was it? 77 or 78? What's up, Tim? How you doing, buddy? What was it? This, and Tim might know this. Tim, which one was it? Was it the 76 or the 77 Trans Am that was used in Smokey and the Bandit? I know they used a couple of them. Or was it the 78? I forget which one off the top of my head, but there's people out there. Pontiac sold a trainload of them things when they were brand new just because of Smokey and the Bandit, so it's not a stupid reason at all. I forget which one it was off the top of my head, to be honest, but oh well, it is what it is. Hey, and we're still alone. Nobody around us, nobody to chat with. Maybe Bones or Eric will be in later. We can group up with one of them and cruise, have some fun. Yes, I love this. No traffic whatsoever. Heck yeah, man. I believe it was. I'm going to agree. Uh-oh. Well, that was not in the plan. Let's go ahead and get to a repair center before we get damage on the load itself. But yeah, I believe it was 78. But hey, everybody wanted one. All you gotta do now, well, I would say that. No, I can't. All you gotta do is go buy you a Camaro and paint you some numbers on the side of it. I have a new mail. I wonder what the new mail says. Probably out of money. Bank, of course. That's the only notification I get. You're overdrawn. Of course I am. By $2,000. It's okay, though. There we go. Yeah. They got, yeah, I'll say it like this. I'm a Ford guy as far as trucks are concerned, but I will be perfectly honest, Tim. The Chevy Camaro being used in NASCAR now, that's actually a good-looking race car. I'm genuinely impressed with how nice that car actually looks. I mean, it looks really, really nice. Yeah, the new Ford Broncos look good, Gregory. They really do. And I'm sorry, that was TJ that says he wants a NASCAR to drive around. But, yeah, no, the Ford Broncos look really good. I'll tell you the one I was genuinely impressed by, and I'm not a huge fan of the new Fords. I think they are hideous. That's personal opinion. And I'm speaking strictly more about the F-150. The 250s and the 350s, they're a little bit better. What's up, Michael? How you doing tonight, buddy? We're in here talking about cars and trucks tonight. The new truck that got my attention, when we were looking at vehicles for the wife, I saw a brand new Ford Raptor. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's a good-looking truck. That is actually a very good-looking truck, and I was overall genuinely impressed by how it looked. I'm going to say it like this. NASCAR, Tim, I'll be honest, NASCAR's been a mess for the last, I don't know. I'm not trying to take nothing away from NASCAR because I was a NASCAR fan growing up and was one up until recent. But, Quiz Smack talking Ford. I'm not. I like Ford. I just think the new Fords are hideous. I'm sorry. I like, the mid-2000s Fords. They look good. But, NASCAR is not trying to be funny. NASCAR's been on its way out for me for the last, I would venture a good guess of about anywhere between 6, 8, 10 years. It has started to fall off. It started to fall off for me around 2008 and just kept steady declining. So, I mean, I'm not... Okay, wrong. Oh, I guess we are going the right way. Who knows? I don't know if we're going the right way or not. We'll figure it out. But no, I don't... Okay, you want to make a playoff system. That's fine. Fords are dialed in NASCAR now. Yeah, but see, that's just it. It's like there's no staying power in NASCAR anymore. like there used to be. Like, back in the day, I mean, you had Earnhardt's, Petty's. I mean, you had big names that you knew were going to carry the sport onward. Jeff Gordon, you know, I mean, obviously Gordon's retired. Junior's now retired, so, or he races on a limited. I don't think Junior even knows what he wants to do at this point, but the 90s Fords, the 94, 95 Fords are okay. I do, however, like the 97 Fords. Yes, the new Mustangs are super hideous. They really are. It's like, there's no way in the world you would... You give me that car and I'm trading it in on a Camaro. Just because it looks cool. But, you know... No, the, truthfully, though, it's like... The 97 Ford F-150 was a good-looking truck. They had that dialed in and whatnot. They held on to that body style for a while. And then in the mid to early 2000s, they sat there and they came out and the F-150 front end changed to where it more resembled the 250 Ford. Seven-time champions. Jimmy Johnson, 7-time champs, totally lost his grip. Yeah, and see, that's another thing, too. People gripe about Kyle Busch this, Kyle Busch that. I'm just like, whatever. You know, I don't... People gripe because, oh, Kyle Busch races dirty. Kyle Busch does this. Kyle does this. I'm like, you know what? Look, here's something y'all got to understand about Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch races the way Dale Earnhardt Sr. used to race. And it's just short, sweet, and to the point. I'm not a Kyle Busch fan. I'm not a Kyle Busch supporter. The only thing about Kyle Busch that I like is the fact that I like M&Ms. That's the only thing that we have in common. I like M&Ms. Peanut M&Ms to be specific. So, yeah. No, I don't. No. 96 F350. Now, that's a good-looking truck. The 96 F350 is a good-looking rig. That was me. I probably hit cruise control, driver. I meant to hit cruise and accidentally keyed my mic. I'm sorry about that. But no, no, I don't know. And Toyota, neither here nor there on that one. I'm gonna crash the truck again. His life is so hard. Oh, jeez. Okie dokie then. I'm gonna let that be. Move on with life. That's like saying you're a fan of the Dallas Cowboys because Tony Romo's wife's hot. I mean, no offense. If you saw the Dukes of Hazzard movie, we all saw her in a bikini. But I will tell you this. NASCAR has definitely lost me for the most part. I haven't followed it in so long that it's been ridiculous. But I will tell you this. This coming weekend, I do intend to, at the very least, peek in on something as far as NASCAR is concerned, just because there we go. I'm trying to figure out why in the world. Okay, there we go. I was like, wait a minute, why is the truck not speeding up? Anyhow, Richard Rawlins with Fast and Loud Gas Monkey Garage, he's got a NASCAR racing this weekend. He's actually put up some sponsorship money and sponsored a driver to drive the car. And the driver's name is slipping me. I'd actually have to go to Facebook and look, but you know, I'll actually be tuning in to see that, just because. Say what you want to about Richard. He's a businessman. He might be shrewd. He might be a prick. But, you know, at the end of the day, he is a businessman. But, you know, I mean, I want to see anybody that puts their hand to something in a big sport actually succeed. Granted, we all saw what happened when that mess on Street Outlaws versus Fast and Loud, and I'm not talking about the one where Ryan and the Fireball Camaro spanked up on him. Oh, we're gonna KO the sign. I figured we'd take a souvenir with us in that road sign. But we all saw what happened there. We all know exactly what happened. They tried to bulldog Chief, and Chief won't having it, and Chief showed him what's up. But, yeah. So... haven't missed a race or cup. I have a problem with racing. Obviously you do, and you probably like Street Outlaws as well. And Street Outlaws Memphis, and Street Outlaws No Prep Kings. Apparently there's some racing that you like to watch. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, I used to be a NASCAR junkie. I used to sit there and follow the, I used to follow all that mess. I used to keep track of qualifying, figure out where drivers was going to be at. You know, I used to follow all that mess religiously. But it's like, I guess the biggest thing for me is where NASCAR kind of started to lose me as a fan was when NASCAR got to the point that it actually, that they tried to level the playing field so much that it got ridiculous. When they came out with the car of tomorrow, as they called it back then, it was like, okay, look, there's no need for that. What happened to taking a stock street car, modifying it to where, you know, the car was modified, obviously, but at the end of the day, the car, they literally were getting direct replacement parts for the hood and the deck lid from the manufacturers. I mean, the cars were, for all intents and purposes, yes, they were hand built, but, you know, they were, for all intents and purposes, racing versions of the street cars. And to me, I miss that aspect of it. It's like, it used to help the auto manufacturers. Now it's like, yeah, we're going to level the playing field. And we're going to have this one unified design, and we might make a tweak here and a tweak here to accommodate for manufacturer differences. But other than that, the rest of the car is going to be the exact same. And I'm like, huh? Why? You cannot make a Ford Taurus, or then they switched out to the Fusion. You cannot make a Ford Fusion look like a Chevy Monte Carlo. You just can't. I mean, it just, I don't know. I guess I'm the slow one in the group that just couldn't wrap their head around it. I mean, for me, racing holds great nostalgia for my family because it's something me and my grandfather used to do every weekend. No ifs, no ands, no buts. You know, we had our fans. I was a fan of Davey Allison. I was a fan of Alan Kowicki, both of them which died. You know, tragically in airplane and helicopter crash. Love the IROT race. All cars were equal. Got to see who the best driver really was. See, now that was good. I agree with that 100%. It's like, if you're going to make everybody race the same car, do away with the manufacturer. Say, okay, NASCAR is strictly this. If you're going to have manufacturers involved, have them involved on the power plant side. Don't have them involved on the body side. Design one straight up car, let that be the end of it, and just make it like, make it like IROC. Raced IROC for 7 years, loved every minute of it. Of course you did. Of course you did, race gas, go fast. I mean, of course it's fun. Yeah, IndyCar, I don't know. I really, I don't know. I've tried. I genuinely tried. Like when Tony Stewart would do the Indianapolis 500, and then turn around and fly to Charlotte just to do the Coke 600. I literally tried to watch an Indy race, and I couldn't. The only exposure I've had to Indy races is the one where Tony went from Indy to Charlotte, and then whenever Richard had an Indy car that crashed. So, you know, that was kind of the only two instances of that I seen. Motocross, I can't say that I've ever watched motocross, but I'll tell you what I did used to watch, and I used to love watching it. I would go out of my way to find it, and that's monster truck racing. And I ain't talking about that stupid Monster Jam crap. I'm talking about like legit drag racing monster trucks over cars. You know, there was none of this. And granted, I know freestyle makes it fun, and I agree with that. You know, that's cool. But I miss the old school way of monster truck racing. I really do. Because monster truck racing was fun. I actually got to see, on a couple different occasions, got to see Bigfoot perform at the Georgia Dome. And that was amazing. You want to talk about alcohol-blown motors, loud noise, and a kid smiling from ear to ear the whole night? Yeah, that was me. Of course. That's the way it usually goes. You do something consistently. That's like, you know, that's like, for me, you know, I mean, you have something, like when I was in high school, played football. When I got out of high school, there was no football to be played on Friday nights. So it was like, what do you do? This is the same premise. And now on Friday nights, I usually sit home and play video games. Yep, I figured you was a Dennis Anderson fan. But see, that even soured it for me whenever I found out, and I found this out through Diesel Brothers. That soured it for me with Gravedigger, because Gravedigger's supposed to be from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, right? What soured it for me was when I was watching an episode of Diesel Brothers this past season, and Heavy D partnered up with Monster Jam, and they built him a Brodozer monster truck, and then lo and behold, what do I see at Monster Jam World Headquarters being worked on and built? A Gravedigger truck. I'm like, huh? What? The only thing I can surmise is that in order to be a part of Monster Jam, you got to be literally willing to sell your soul. That's the only thing I can surmise as far as Monster Jam is concerned. You got to sell your whole operation to Monster Jam and let them run it. And that might explain a fair portion as to why Bigfoot isn't in Monster Jam, because Bob Chandler is not selling that deal. That's his baby. Actually, it was funny. I followed Bigfoot for so long, I knew who a bunch of the drivers were. We had a Firestone display Bigfoot come to town, and I actually met the driver of the rig, and he was the one driving the truck. And it was really cool because I asked him, I said, you know, so you talked to Jim Kramer lately? And he goes, yeah, I talked to him last night, as a matter of fact. I'm like, man, that is so cool. It must be friggin' awesome to get to talk to Jim Kramer. Because I was a kid and knew who Jim Kramer was. You know, didn't live in Missouri, but knew about Bigfoot. You know, got the, there was a thing that was being advertised on TV at the time called Bigfoot King of the Monster Trucks, and it came with these 3 VHS tapes. Bigfoot King of the Monster Trucks, Bigfoot in Action, and War of the Monster Trucks. Man, those were, yeah, I was friggin' over the moon. I love that stuff. But see, that was back when, you know, they used real Ford bodies and whatnot on their trucks. Real steel. You know, they actually went through, showed you how they built them and everything like that. They built the roll cage inside it, mounted everything up, did the whole 9 yards. And now they're using, like, Baja-style fiberglass bodies. And I get that they're lighter than the steel, so they can save the weight, and they're easy to produce and everything like that. But man, if you're gonna go with a fiberglass body, at least make it look like a truck, not a pre-runner. Them Baja style pre-runner look, that just, to me, that's ugly on a monster truck. Although it could be worse. It could be some goofy looking dog with a giant tail and some ears. So, yeah. No front. Yeah, that was, and see, that was really cool about it, because then, see, Tim gets it. Tim totally gets what I'm talking about, because back then, they were driving a freaking Ford F-250 cab, so they were sitting right by the door. They got in through the door. They didn't crawl up through the roll cage underneath the bottom of the truck. They got in through the driver's side door, and you'd see Jim Cramer and all the drivers hang their head out the window in that open face helmet. Man, it was so cool to see that kind of stuff. I mean, to me, it was awesome. You know, I love seeing that kind of stuff. Granted, I mean, my grandfather had an 86, so it wasn't too far-fetched. And I'm sitting there looking at this going, how does he not hit his face on the window? Because you know how Ford had them little vent windows in the front where the window would roll up straight, but you still had the little triangular vent window and whatnot. And you had that little piece there, and it's like, how does he not hit his face on that? You know? Of course, some of their trucks, I think, didn't have that. I think they actually didn't have the vent windows. I think they had the open area. But still, how did he not hit the door with his face on an impact? Yeah, I know. Steel body is awesome. Steel bodies are way better. Much more fun and can take a lot more abuse. I mean, this is literally, yeah. This is tonight we might be doing American Truck, but this is the automotive chat tonight. we're talking all things automotive tonight, having fun. Ooh, we got a little wheelie there. It's good. It's all good. Feels weird to have Truckers MP with all the lights off right now. This is just too weird. But oh well, it's good. So nah. Oh gosh, come on, get on this side. There we go. Let's get in without hitting another post. Good deal. Alright, come on now. Open that coffee cup up. Yeah, I love it. Oh, I know it was. Just like NASCAR was a different time. I mean, NASCAR, monster trucks, I mean, wrestling, it was all different. Football, baseball, I mean, every bit of it was different, you know, back then. Nowadays, it's like, you know, alright, there we go. Nowadays, it's just completely different. And that's what, you know, that's what really, really, really sucks. It's like young folks that don't know, and I say young, I mean, I'm still young. I mean, I'm only 37, but, you know, young folks that were born, you know, say, in the mid to late 90s and up, they don't know about this kind of stuff. They don't know that there was a time when things was dangerous, where, you know, we played with, you know, we played cops and robbers. We played, you know, we didn't have like swords or nothing like that. We had tree limbs that we used and took a pocket knife and shaped them up to make them kind of like a sword, you know. I mean, we had that kind of stuff. You know, we played past dark. I remember countless times playing with my cousins in the backyard, and they want a street light for like 4 houses and whatnot. And that was, you wouldn't even think about doing that today. You just wouldn't think of it at all. I mean, for me, I miss those times. Being out there on a daggum trampoline at friggin' 10 o'clock at night, and the only thing you got is the glow of the streetlights from Atlanta. Okay, now we're green screening again. This is not good. Come on. All right, what are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? It's doing it again. I don't know why. It hadn't done it for a while. This is not good. All right, come on. Okay, whatever. I'll tell you what. Let's just do this. Let's kill that, and then let's just do this. Oh boy. Yeah, I agree, Tim. Or Gregory, excuse me. I'm sorry. I agree. Technology and smartphones. I mean, I don't even know what to even say about that kind of stuff. You know, I really don't, because I just don't. I mean, it's really weird when you start looking at it. Like, you got kids today that have smartphones and all these different toys and stuff, and you know, and that's cool. I mean, no offense, I've got a tablet, I've got a smartphone, you know, I've got a computer, but I still know how to get outside and like to work with my hands, you know. I mean, I really do, and to me it's fun. Tell you what, let me make one quick little change. I'm gonna fix something real fast. I'm gonna try something new real fast. It ain't gonna change the stream. It's just I'm gonna fix something real quick. Uh-oh. Okay, that'll work. Ouch. Ba 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 ba. Ba da 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 da. Appearance. Alright, there we go. Alrighty. Okay, there we go. Alright. Now. Okay, well. It didn't do it. Sacre bleu. I'm still here, guys, just trying to fix something. Alrighty. There we go. No problem there, Tim. No problem. It's nothing like it is now. I'm glad I grew up in the time I did. Yeah. I mean, that to me, it's all about what time we grew up in. I mean, it really is. It's all about what time we grew up in and everything like that, because at the end of the day... Come on, truck. At the end of the day, I mean, it is what it is. You know, we all grew up in that time and era where things were different and fun. Yeah, I mean, that's all we had. We had our imagination in the yard. That was it. You know, we didn't have all these, you know, fancy electronics and stuff like that. You know, some kids grew up with guns. You know, I mean, it is what it is. Some kids grew up around guns. So, yeah, I mean, I'm super happy to grow up in the time that I did. It really... It makes me very happy to know that I grew up in the time that I did. Alright, now, come on. Let's not have that happen no more. Might need to find somewhere to pull off at some point. But we're alright so far. And see, there you go. That's the whole point. You know, you grow up where you grow up at, and you grow up around where you're growing up at. So, I mean, it actually works out really well for you. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I'd go riding bikes in, you know, all the time and whatnot when I was a kid. Didn't matter where I was at. I raced four-wheelers in my backyard around pine trees with no helmet on. Only time I ever wore a helmet riding a four-wheeler was when I went to an ATV park. And that was pretty much the only time that any of us ever wore helmets riding four-wheelers. You know, I mean, we just did what we did and had fun. It was what it was. I went over to a friend of mine's house. He had a go-kart and a dirt bike. He'd get on a dirt bike, I'd get on a go-kart, and we'd be racing around his yard. And he had a nice, healthy-sized track like I did. So, yeah, I mean, it was fun. We'd just get together and engage, and we went to school together. So, I mean, it was an amazing time. When we grew up doing the things we did, that if you did it now, if I let my little girl at 7 years old, and I put it in perspective, me and my sister, we have a 6-year age difference, okay? So, if I put my little girl at 7 years old on a four-wheeler by herself and let her roll, doesn't matter if she can drive it or not. I almost guarantee you, if the right person saw that, Child Protective Services is going to be out here at my house asking me questions. Like, have I lost my mind? Would be the very first one. And I would be like, no, why? My sister was driving one at 6. I was driving one at 9. I didn't get my first four-wheeler till I was 9 years old. But after that, it was Katie bar the door. Having too much fun now. So, I mean, yeah, you just... Parents nowadays, man, for real, just gotta let these kids go. Let them go. Let them play. Let them climb. Let them get hurt. It's like, I've told my wife on countless occasions, you know, hey, look, if she gets hurt, she gets hurt. It is what it is. Bones heal. We have a scale house, which is nice. Friend's house. Oh, that ain't no joke like you do now. That definitely ain't no joke. I mean, golly, you think about the things that... Yeah. Kids nowadays. I mean, you... And the fact that you did not get pummeled into the ground because he didn't ever find out about it and you're still living is actually pretty trick. It said I had a way station, but I did not see one. So we're just going to pretend like that doesn't exist. I didn't get fined for it, so I'm not going to cry over it. But, no, I mean, yeah. For instance, like, and I'm not trying to say that I'm a overprotective dad. And I'm not trying to say that my wife's an overprotective wife or mom, but, you know, when you look at nowadays, told him years later, of course she did. That's probably why I won't let you drive. That's probably why I won't let you drive Woodstock. He's afraid you'll take it apart. I'm just kidding, Tim. But no, like, for instance, me and my wife, oh, dude, because I'm very leery about people, and I'm super weird about it. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to say that I want to keep my 7-year-old under my thumb, but if she's going to somebody's house, I don't want to just have met the parents, like, that morning before she goes. I want to have some kind of a rapport with the parents to get a temperature on how responsible they are. Because if they let their kids play with lighters and matches and candles and set things on fire in the house, you know, I might tend to find myself having a problem with that. You know, if they're, I ain't gonna say deadbeat parents, but if they're parents that just don't look after their kids, then no, I'm gonna have a huge problem with that. But if they're good people, you know, that actually keep an eye on them, I'm not saying hover, I'm just saying keep an eye on them, making sure they don't get into stuff they don't need to be getting into and don't be doing things they shouldn't, then yeah, I'm totally good with that. Like, when my daughter has gone to my sister's house on hundreds of occasions to either hang out with my niece and nephew or to go spend the night over there, I trust my sister and my brother-in-law implicitly. I trust them as much as I trust her safety with them as much as if she was at our house. So, you know, and it's the same way. My sister trusts her 2 kids with me and my wife. So it's one of those things where that's family and we trust each other. But as far as, like, you know, friends from school, yeah, I'm cool with play dates because that usually means mommy's going to be around and not too far away. But nah, going and spending the night, we might have a slight issue with that, depending on how well. And I put a lot of that on my wife, and I let her make the decision on that. I'm like, babe, if you're good with it, I'm good with it. I'm not going to give you pushback on it. If you're good with it, then I'm totally good with it, and we can do whatever you want to do. So, learn from their mistakes. That's how we learned. And we turned out fine. Okay, yeah, I agree. Let the kids learn from their mistakes. Let them make their mistakes, and I understand that completely and always will. Just like, you know, if if my daughter hops on my John Deere, it's got a hydrostatic transmission. She knows how to crank it. Okay? She knows how to crank my John Deere. She knows how to drive my John Deere. If she drives my John Deere into the back ditch on our property and either rolls it over or gets it stuck and has to come get me, well then, you know, I might be a little mad, but as long as she's okay, I'm good with it. If she's hurt, I won't be that mad. I'll be more concerned than anything else because that's what you're supposed to be. Exactly. See, Gregory, I think Gregory understood what I'm saying, but Tim definitely got it. You know, you got so many weirdos. It's like, you hear about, you know, and I ain't going to just limit this to guys, but there's girls too that do it. You've heard about male and female teachers that's messing with the kids. Luckily enough, I know my daughter's PE teacher. I know his dad because I work with his dad and whatnot. And I know what type of person he is, and I know he's a good person. I also know that the principal of the elementary school that my daughter goes to, he also knows I'm not that dad that's going to be a pushover, and he knows I ain't going to take no junk from nobody. He has yet to see me show my tail feathers yet. And that's for sure. Because I've got them to be shown, I just haven't had to do it. My wife's been ready to do it on a couple of occasions, but I haven't had to. You know, and it's not really about trust issues with people. It's about, you know, it's about you just, in this day and time, there are so many creepsters out there that I worry about my wife at certain points. And my wife's, she'll be 34 in December, so there you go. You know, but yeah, I mean, I worry about my wife, and I worry about her safety. So yeah, I just, not trying to be funny, but, you know, there are people out there that you hear about it. That's why I don't watch the news that much, because I don't need to be more paranoid than I already am. I mean, I don't need to go snatch someone up by the throat, because I will. So yeah, I mean, nah, I love my daughter, I love my wife, and I, as a responsible dad and husband, it is my responsibility to make sure they are safe and whatever environment they're going to be in is safe. Not saying I'm overprotective, not saying I have trust issues. That's why generally when it comes to the parents of her friends, I let my wife make those decisions because my wife's met these people. She's interacted with them, and she's got a good barometer on how folks are and what type of people they are. So, you know, I really have to, you know, let her make the decision, and then I support it. If I've interacted with them and I feel like there's something shady, then nah, and she'll agree with my sentiment, you know, if I feel like there's something wrong. Sister has 4, and I don't. Yeah, see, you have to be, though. You have to be on the lookout as a responsible adult. You know, you just have to be. And, you know, Tim, if the kids are ever in your care, then, you know, there you go. Oh, boy. Ooh, I wonder if we could have jumped that. Oh, well. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Tim. And that's not taking nothing away from Gregory. I mean, you know, trust issues is definitely a big issue, you know. I mean, you have to be trustful of the people you leave your kids with. It's kind of like, if you don't have kids, Gregory, I'll say it plain. If you lived in the middle of the hood and you knew there was people breaking into houses and stuff, would you leave your doors unlocked? No, you wouldn't. You'd have your doors locked and probably have a security system. So, therefore, you know, if that's the situation, then you're going to protect your house. Protecting your kids is very similar. You know, you make sure that where they go is safe. You make sure that the environment they're going to be in is safe. The environment nowadays has just changed. It's not like it was when we all three was growing up. When we all three was growing up, it didn't matter because there weren't people out there, you know, snatching up kids and, you know, not like they are nowadays, a bunch of weirdos and crazies. Yeah, I agree with you there, Gregory. There are crazy people out there that can flip on a dime. And the biggest thing is, like, as guys, the ladies in our life, whether it be our girlfriends, our wives, our moms, our grandmothers, our daughters, our nieces, you know, it doesn't matter what lady it is in your life. As guys, we have to step up and take the initiative to not be overbearing, but be vigilant when it comes to watching out for the ladies in our lives. We just have to. You know, we just, it's like, you know, if I go somewhere with my sister and her kids and my wife and our daughter, and my brother-in-law is truck driving and whatnot, so if we all go somewhere together, I'm the only guy in the group. My nephew is 7. He can't do much. And he might could try to put him into triangle, like my brother-in-law's taught him. But it's one of those things where, for that situation, I have to be on the lookout not just for me or my wife or our daughter, but my sister, on behalf of my brother-in-law and their 2 kids. I just have to. It's a responsibility as a big brother that I have to take on to look out for my sister and her kids when we're all out together. Is my sister King Kong and can handle her own? Absolutely. All day, every day. And if she can't, mother's helper ain't too far away. Just like my Austrian friends. My Austrian friend ain't too far away neither. I keep my Austrian friend very close. I love my Austrian friend. Hey, Tim, thank you. I'm glad you're a top fan, brother. I really am, man. I really and truly am. You're a great dude. Gregory, you're a great guy. Demario, I don't think he's back yet. If he is, Demario, you're a sweet, awesome dude. I mean, 'cause you always coming in here, boom, or something, so. No kids, 2 nieces and nephews, and I'm always looking out. No matter who they are. Exactly. That's the big thing, Gregory. I mean, that's the biggest thing. You got to look out for. I'm not saying kids don't know the difference between right and wrong, because they do. But sometimes kids don't know when a situation is not necessarily too dangerous, but is not the type of situation they need to be in. So, yeah, that's pretty much where that's at. And I do love this chat. I mean, we went from talking about my feelings to talking about motorsports, all types, or to talking about vehicles, to talking about motorsports. Now we're talking about kids and the weirdos of this country. This is amazing. Yeah, you guys are awesome. I love you guys. Y'all are definitely 2 deserving top fans, no doubt. No doubt. You guys definitely earned the top fan badges in my mind. So yeah, I'm super happy to have you guys as top fans. Y'all are absolutely awesome. I mean, see, and that's what I love. Because if anybody else is just popped in and just watching, they hear the conversation we're having. And it's not like I'm just answering questions. I'm truly engaging with you guys. We're actually having a full-blown conversation. So yeah, this is actually really cool. I like this. What I like even more is the fact that, yeah, we've done a little bit of crashing, but nothing like I was doing in the friggin' single player. Holy cow. I'm gonna have to stay away from that single player for a while, because I don't make no money in single player. Multiplayer, I'll make money all day, every day. But yeah, seriously, you guys are great. Oh, yeah. I don't even know who would be viewing on YouTube or Twitch, but I tell you right now, the 2 guys I know I got in Facebook, y'all the aces in my book. Oh, no, it's not. It's not weird at all, Tim. It's really not. It's like, it's almost like, we're all distant cousins up in here. I mean, seriously. I mean, because it's like, when you got a group of folks that can just come in and talk like this, it's not weird. It's actually a good group to hang out with. And if you guys got buddies that are super chill like y'all and want to come in and hang out, then yeah, by all means, bring them on in. We'll all hang out. But it's not weird. Not at all, guys. It's not weird. I think it's only going to get weird if we start, standing around a campfire hugging and singing Kumbaya. Then we might have to revisit that. So yeah, to me it's been great. I'm loving this stuff. Oh, and guys, just so you know, I don't actively promote it. It's listed on my stream, but it is there. If y'all want to pick up a t-shirt, yeah, I got t-shirts. So yeah, all it is a black t-shirt with my name on it is all it is. Nothing fancy, just something simple. I mean, we do too much. We do too many different games for me to just make it strictly one thing, so yeah. See, if it was daytime and I could have actually visualized landmarks and remembered them in my head, we'd have went into the single player and went back to that same spot where that hill crested nice and sharp and seen if we could have got some air. Come on, truck. I might have to stop up here at this turn and take a look at a map. Ooh, nope. I better get gas first. We need some gasoline. Some diesel fuel. Yeah, we need some fuel. Fill her up. Yeah, basically, you guys viewing on Facebook, all you gotta do is just tap your screen and then you can scroll up and you'll see the links for the merch and stuff like that. So yeah, that's where that is. I've got a coffee cup, I've got a t-shirt, I got 2 different pillows. That's only because, I like a good pillow. I gotta see where we're at as far as repair facilities is concerned. Oh, good. There is one down in Tonopah, which is cool. And we are in Nevada. This is nice. We're going to take a tow, though, because I don't think this truck's going to stay running. But it's okay. We're going to make it happen, Captain. Yeah, it's going to cost me $4 grand for that tow, but oh well. Now, y'all just going to have to follow the link on that one because I've not tried to order a shirt from there yet. I just set it up and threw it in and everything else like that, so yeah. Oh, here we go again, taking money out of the bank. Oh, well. I don't know how much money we just borrowed, but active account balance is $70,000. Well, that's better than nothing. But at least we're out of the hole, so now we can keep on rolling. Make some repairs, because I'm pretty sure it's going to cost the right healthy amount. Ah! $17,000 to repair the truck. Yeah. And we haven't accessed anything else, so. Okie dokie. On the road again. Alright, take some rest. Fire them up. Yeah, like I said, I'm sorry about the fact that it's dark here in MP, but it is what it is. Truthfully, it would be great if they'd have just left it set at dusk. That would have been really good for those of us who don't mind driving at night, but don't want to. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Click, 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 click. Yeah, I actually turned off. I've got the speeding violations, and I've also got the red light violations turned off, just because at the end of the day, it's only like, I think it's a $500 fine for running a red light, and it's $250 for speeding or something like that. So yeah. Do I have any family in West Virginia? No, I don't, unfortunately. The closest, and I say this loosely because he's like a brother to me, but the closest to family that I have anywhere near West Virginia would be in Ohio. Oh, man. Oh, well, isn't that just special? Oh, isn't that nice? Alright, there we go. Brother, I ain't gonna lie, I thought I was gonna have to take a tow on that exchange. I really did, and I was like, man, I don't want to spend the money on a tow. There we go. Now we're good. Now we're cooking with diesel. Yeah, it would be cool. It would be really cool. It would be very cool. I guess I do have a friend in West Virginia. Gregory. Okay, let's take the, Alright, good. We did turn that off. I gotta stop tilting that coffee cup so far back. Yeah. North Carolina's alright. I mean, I can't complain too much about it. I mean, I did meet my wife, so, you know, it's not too shabby. Although I will always say that my home is in Forest Park, Georgia, and that ain't no lie. Just because that's more or less where I grew up. That's where me and my cousins and my sister, that's where we all played at. So yeah, I mean, it's, you know, that's where my home's at. My home's on the south side of Atlanta. That'll always be home to me, just because the memories that are there. Matter of fact, my cousin, about a year ago, my cousin shared a picture of the home place where he grew up at and where we all played in the backyard. And I guess the people who had bought the house were doing a complete remodel on the house, and it was surreal to see the pictures and whatnot. That was really, really cool. I want to say Tim's from Michigan or Minnesota. I believe it starts with an M. I really feel like he said. I feel like Tim's from Minnesota, though. I really do. And if I'm wrong, Tim, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's like me and my buddy from Ohio. We actually met and became good friends. Massachusetts. I sorry. My bad. It was an M. At least I got that right. There's another guy in here that comes in that's from, I want to say he's from Minnesota. So sorry about that, Tim. Yeah, one of my coworkers is from Boston. And let me go ahead and just tell you something, Tim. The first time that she said carriage, I was done. I was in stitches. I could not believe it. Just because I know her accent's not put on, because her Boston accent is still thick. Well, the first time she said carriage, I was like, what is it? A carriage? You talking about like a horseless carriage or a carriage that you pull with a horse? She goes, no, a carriage. I'm like, what's a carriage? She goes, you know them things that the customers put their groceries in. I'm like, oh, you mean a buggy or a cart? She goes, oh, yeah, I forgot. Y'all Southerners talk different. I'm going to go ahead and say it like this. If there was a person sitting on that bench, they probably would have messed themselves. Douglasville. I know right where Douglasville's at. Been there plenty of times. 60 miles from Boston. Yeah, I grew up in a little area in the south side of Georgia called Forest Park. And then we moved from Forest Park to Fayetteville, and then from Fayetteville to Jonesboro. But I mean, we were still like super close. You know, it was literally like maybe 10, 15 minutes to the house. At least that's how long it seemed. It didn't seem like it was that long. So, yeah, I'm like, I don't know, I'm probably about an hour or so, probably about an hour and a half south of Raleigh, give or take. Well, since Tim lives in Massachusetts, I know he has to be completely ecstatic that Boston won the World Series. Of course, if he says he's not a Boston Red Sox fan, I will be absolutely shocked. Even if you don't follow it on a regular basis. Ooh, boy. Boy. Pay attention. Stop crashing. New Bedford, West Virginia. Can't say that I have, sir. Bedford, wasn't that the company that sponsored Tim the Toolman Taylor on Home Improvements Home Time? Or Tool Time, whatever it was? Yeah, Tool Time, that's what it was. Wasn't Bedford that company? Oh, no, wait, that was Benford, my bad. Sorry. My bad. I was just playing. I knew who it was the whole time. Y'all ever watch that show? From back in the day? Come on now, sir. Alright then. Well, there goes that coffee. That coffee is through. 20 ounces of coffee. And we've only been streaming for an hour and a half. So yeah, 20 ounces of coffee in an hour and a half. I don't know. I think that's actually pretty decent. Who knows? But I love coffee. Coffee is good. Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh, New Bedford, Massachusetts. Sorry about that. New Bedford, Massachusetts. Massachusetts. Charleston, West Virginia. Actually, I think. I want to say that's where my buddy from Ohio's dad's from, is Charleston. Man, let me tell you something. Home Improvement was the stuff. Every time I see a video on Facebook that just has it's a compilation video of all the stupid mess that Tim Allen did on the show, yes, I watch it. I watch the whole thing, and it cracks me up. I've tried to watch Last Man Standing, but it's like, to me, Last Man Standing, just the few episodes I did watch, they weren't the same as Home Improvement. It's like the magic was gone, but I guess it's because they didn't bring the original cast back to, you know, pick up Home Improvement or whatever, or do a new Home Improvement. Although it was funny, I did actually, I believe I read an article on Facebook about Last Man Standing, or I heard something about it from somebody, about how Patricia Richardson, who played Jill, Tim's wife on the show, she actually guest starred on Last Man and actually referenced Tim, and apparently Tim died. I was like, wow, that's a buzzkill. That sucks. We're in towns now, so I gotta be careful. Wilson. I love the very end of the series when the whole cast came out and Earl Hindman came out and had this itty bitty fence in front of his face. I thought that was too funny. I was like, man, that dude stayed in character the whole time. No, I did. I genuinely loved. And actually, that was because of a friend of mine from Georgia. His brother really liked Home Improvement, and I thought it was like a Home Improvement show, like This Old House or New Yankee Workshop or something like that. And I found out that it was not a Home Improvement show. It was actually a comedy, and then I was like, wow. Yeah, Tim definitely the favorite. That's for sure. That's for sure, for sure. So yeah. Yeah, Tim Allen definitely, his stand-up comedy on, you know, sitcom TV was definitely, it was up there and unrivaled. I mean, it was truly funny back in the 90s. I've seen other movies with Tim Allen in it, and I think probably some of the best movies he's ever done was the Santa Claus series. I just felt like, to me, that was some funny stuff just because of the way he acted. Oh, yes, I did. I used to love watching Norm Abram work with them tools and everything like that, and just, it was like, the mess he could do on New Yankee was just absolutely mind-blowing. I loved it. And it's funny because my wife, for my birthday, she bought me a router and router table. And I'm literally trying to figure it out. And I'm out there working with it, you know, probably it's a couple days after she bought it. And I was out there working with it, trying to figure out the different bits and the shapes that they made and everything like that. And I'm not even going to go ahead and lie to you. I'll tell you the straight up truth. I'm like, the first thought that went through my head when I was messing with it, I was like, man, it's funny. Norm Abram just made this look so easy on TV. This Old House with Bob Vila was good. I especially enjoyed it whenever they would bring in Norm Abram to do some stuff. I really and truly enjoyed that. I mean, the dude was a freaking he was a master craftsman when it came to making trim work and stuff like that. Oh gosh, come on now. All right, there we go. Well, at least we didn't take no damage on that one. Woodwright Shop, Woodwright Shop. I'm trying to remember Woodwright Shop. Was that the dude that used all the old school tools like an Amish dude? The old school files and chisels and stuff like that. Was that guy? Or he used all kinds of regular hand tools, no power tools? Are we thinking of the same show? Or is that somebody different? Because if that's who that was, and that dude was super talented as well to be doing everything by hand with no power. Because I don't remember. I'm really drawing a blank. Okay, cool. That's what I thought. I thought that was the same guy. Yeah, that dude was super talented. He really was. I mean, like, super freaking talented. Now, here we are. This has been a good stream, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. If it ends right now, it's been excellent. We have covered all the topics tonight. It's like, though, if more people came in, especially younger people, I don't expect young kids, in their early teens or, late single digits, early teens. I don't expect them to come in here and get into this stuff that we're talking about. But if some teenagers came in here, or even some 20-somethings came in and just heard us talking about this, they're either going to do one of two things. They're either going to leave, or they're going to hang around and listen, because they're going to be like, dude, these guys are dropping some straight knowledge right now, or they're old. We're all going to be accused of being old, because all the TV shows we just named, This Old House, New Yankee Workshop, and Woodwright Shop, every one of them was PBS shows back in the day. I tell you what, though, there was another home improvement show that I actually liked, and that was Home Time. Back when I watched it, it had Dean Johnson and Joanne Liebler on it. And then Joanne left the show, and then they had Robin Hartle. But Dean Johnson was, he was very explanative in the process of building a house from the contractor's point of view. Very explanative, and they got in there and did a lot of hands-on stuff, themselves. But I thought it was really cool watching that show. And then, of course, I actually watched. Joanne had her own show. It was not as extravagant as Home Time, but she had her own show for a little while on TLC, and I don't remember the name of the show, but I watched it for a little bit just because it was Joanne Liebler. So yeah. Beep, 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 beep. I'm betting we're gonna... What the freak? Daytime would be straight up awesome right now, because I would love to know what we just hit, because there wasn't a thing in the world in the road. We didn't hit anything. That's the funny part. We're still on the road. Bro, that's bull. That thing just totaled out my whole truck, and it was a glitch in the game. Are you for real right now? Alright, that's jacked. Like, I mean completely jacked up. That just... Well, yeah, Home Time, Home Time came about after This Old House, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, driver, you ever hit a wall on this side of the highway? Because I just hit something in the middle of the road, like, just wiped my whole truck out.
Yeah, that happens to a couple people I've seen it. Yeah.
I'm
Did it completely total you?
Oh, absolutely. It truck's completely red right now, and I'm super irritated by that because there wasn't a thing in the world. I was fixing to pull in at the weigh station, and it was like, bang, and the front of the truck just jumped up in the air like I just hit an invisible wall. I'm like, what in the world? And I tried to get it to crank so I could use the headlights to see what I might have hit, but the truck's not even starting, so yay, that's awesome. What, Eric? I got it fixed, and I'm in Truckers MP right now there, sir, Mr. YouTube Chatter. And I was heading out of Vegas. I had just passed into Arizona, got the weigh station notification, and it was like, bang, Invisawall. Good job, sir. But yeah, Home Time, Tim, was, to me, Home Time was like the trendsetter for like shows like Trading Spaces and all the more modern shows. It was kind of like that was the blueprint that all the newer shows used to do fixer-up shows and whatnot. So yeah, that is what it is. I'm super, bro, for real. That's just not even kosher. That's just not even cool. That chaps me pretty good right there. Having to get a tow. Oh, just not happy about that, fellers. Right now, Eric, I'm back in Vegas, with a totaled truck and possibly a totaled load. All because I was cruising on the highway out of, of course, now I'm 26 grand in the hole. Good job, sir. Lordy, that's not what I wanted. Let's just, I'm going to hit the freight market. I doubt I'll be able to select anything because I currently have a load. Yeah. I was in Kingman, Arizona. Well, I had just passed in, but it took me to Kingman, so, yeah. Yeah, I'm in Kingman, Arizona, Eric. Yeah, I had to fix that, Tim, to where everybody can see who I'm talking to. That way, when I answer questions, you can tell who I'm answering to and from what platform they're coming from. Stay here, you're getting logged in. Alright, where you want to head to, Tim? Or not Tim, but Eric. Where you want to head to? Because I'm a little frustrated right now, and I'm fairly certain. Well, okay. I'll live with that, considering. Yeah, that'll actually work. We can do that. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and stick with this load I've got because I'm only 10% damaged on the load. But that was primarily due to the fact that I hit that invisible wall in the middle of the highway. And I've come out of that pass a billion times and never had that happen. So, I don't know what it was. I was cruising along. I was talking to Tim and Gregory on Facebook and whatnot. And it's like, boom, just done. So, yeah, not really cool. Not really happy about it. We're going to hang tight right here, Tim and Greg. Eric's going to log in and we're going to roll together if he can get to Kingman. Yeah, I'm heading to right now. Well, yeah, don't ask me why they're so delayed, but there is a delay. I've noticed that as well. And whatnot, reading the comments that I'm seeing. I don't know why they're so delayed, but they are. I'll probably have to do a little bit of research to see if I can speed up the delay. But it could just be due to the restream that I'm using to actually incorporate the chat. But I'll take a delayed comment any day of the week because at least then the comments are coming in and I can read the comments as they come in to me and whatnot. And they're going up on the screen almost at the exact same time. So that actually works out really well to where I can see the comments and you guys can see the comments, and I'm not really having to glance off to the side to get my look at the chat or read the chat. I can just glance up at my top monitor. So yeah. But no, Eric, I'm heading to excuse me. I'm heading, I think it's okay, fine. You want to do that? Do that then. Yeah, I'm heading to Hallbrook, New Mexico is where I'm heading to. So if you can get a load heading somewhere close to there, that'd be cool. And we'll run together and chit-chat. On every garage in the game. Yeah, one of these days I'm going to get some money and I'm going to actually be able to buy garages. But I got to buy trucks so that way they can make me some money so I can buy more garages. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, save profile on your other hard drive when you reinstall the OS. That's your friend. Nah, Eric, we've been chatting about all kinds of cool stuff tonight up in here. So I'm at the repair shop here in Kingman and whatnot. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's the good part. At least, you know, you guys can see the chat. And at least y'all can see the fact that I got Eric here commenting in on YouTube. And, you know, if somebody was commenting in from Twitch, that icon would be the Twitch icon, and you guys would be able to see that too. So all three services that I stream to, at least you guys are getting the comments on all three platforms. Because I'm almost certain that Eric's seen the Facebook comments on YouTube as well. So, because I know I've actually, I logged into the YouTube channel on my phone and was just spot checking the video there just to see how the comments showed up. That's actually why the very first stream I did that actually had the comments in it, the text was pretty small, and then I jumped it up by 25%. So yeah, because I kicked it to 150 just because I knew it was going to be small the way I had it set on the screen, but I didn't want the chat to be so small that nobody could read it and whatnot, to where that way if you don't want to comment, you can just sit here and look at the video and actually read the chat as you're going. You know, plus I didn't want people to have to squint to read that mess, especially guys like me and Tim with the old eyes. We're getting old. So yeah, let me see, yeah, duh, dum-dum. Alright, now I'm down here in Kingman. Boom, ba-doom, boom, 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 boom. Oh, there's not a shop here in Kingman, though, which is really weird. Where's the nearest shop at? Where's the nearest shop? I think, if I'm not mistaken, the nearest shop. Okay, yeah, the nearest shop's in Flagstaff, so I guess that's probably where you're going to come out of, Eric. That'd probably be the easiest solution for you, because that's what I'm seeing on the map, at least. Would be Flagstaff would be the closest shop to Kingman. So if you want me to, I can go ahead and head over to Flagstaff. Or if you want to just backpedal and just travel over to Kingman and pick up a load there, and then we can head over to Hallbrook, New Mexico that way. Yeah, see, that's the good part, that that even Eric can see all the chat comments on YouTube. That's the good part about it. I mean, you know, because that's the only reason I did it. It's like, if I couldn't get the chat to incorporate all three, and like, say for instance, Eric would only see his chat, and Tim, you and Gregory would see y'all's chat, and and the chats weren't crossing over. If that was gonna happen, I wouldn't even have the chat on the screen. I would literally figure out how to run I'd literally figure out how to set it up to where, because I'm using my tablet to view Facebook, because that's where the majority of the viewers come from, and it allows me to see the screen. That's how I can glance over. When I saw the flashing green earlier, I was like, oh crap, not again. Already leaving Flagstaff. Okay, I'm sitting at the repair shop in Kingman, where we was at the other night, hanging out, everybody just chilling. But no, if it wasn't doing that and allowing all the chat to show up together, then yeah, that would be a huge problem for me, and I would most definitely just yank it down, because there's no point in you guys seeing double the chat, because you can just swipe left to view your comments on Facebook, and I'm not sure what you do. I think you just tap on YouTube to view the comments. Ten out of 10 parking. It's in the parking space at least. Don't mess with me. It's inside the line. Yeah, that's how it goes. The eyes and the hearing, although with me it's not necessarily the hearing, it's more selective hearing that messes me up. Please. Sorry, I just muted my mic and asked my daughter to come here and get me a Coke.
You're lucky my hands are not tiny like a baby.
Well, I'm lucky you're my daughter. How about them apples? Eric says liar. Nah. I'll look at it like this, guys. It actually works out. There we go. Let's move the truck forward a little bit. Because if we don't, the game's going to kick us out and say, sorry, you was idle too long. You're done. Trailer is 38% damaged. The load is only 10% damaged. I think we can live with that. The last time I asked her to get me a Coke, it was very funny. Because she goes, Daddy, I'm not your maid. I was like, okay. I guess. If that's the way you want to be. So, yeah. But ain't that why we have kids, guys? To sit there and, you know, fetch stuff for us while we stream? Hey, wait a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where are you going? Did I tell you you could leave? I mean, granted, it's cool that you're rolling forward, but I don't think that's going to help us. I really feel like, Eric is just hauling it. Of course, he's probably bobtailing too, if I had to guess. And seeing as how I'm the only truck here, I don't care that I'm taking up 2 spots. I don't need nobody hitting my mess. Yeah, I know Cokes have caffeine in them. But my daughter knows where the Cokes are because she drinks Cokes. So, yeah. But I don't drink regular Cokes. I drink Coke Zeros because, you know, it helps me keep my girlish figure. And that ain't no joke. I actually did. I stopped drinking regular Cokes back around April. And just drinking Coke Zeros and water and coffee and kickstarts and milk and stuff like that, just your normal drinks, you know, the only major change to the drinking diet was the Coke Zeros. Once I did that, I started to just shed weight like you just wouldn't believe. It was absolutely amazing. I'm not your slave. Yeah, I really got to say, my daughter says I'm not your maid. All right. I'm getting bored just sitting here, Eric, so I'm just going to drive around the block. Cinco de Mayo. Yeah. I loved how she said, you better be glad my hands aren't too small like a baby. Like, well, if you was a baby, I don't think I'd be asking you to get it now, would I? She's my big girl. She's my little princess, and she is super, super smart. She gets it from her mama, though. She gets her looks and her smarts from her mama, because she ain't got nothing from me. Daddy ain't smart, and Daddy ain't good looking. Period. Right on. I dig it. Yo, man, I tell you what, this guy in this four-wheeler here is about to get run smooth over. Get your load there, partner.
Here, mate.
Grab your
Hey,
load.
like how I'm a pumpkin on wheels?
A pumpkin on wheels. I'm with it.
Hey, it's Halloween season, might as well.
Yeah, they'd have done better for us if they'd actually sat there and hooked it up so where it was dusk instead of nighttime. That would have been nicer. If it's going to be nighttime,
Yeah,
it needs to
right.
be zombies.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, can a man get some zombies in this nighttime area? I mean, if it's going to be nighttime, at least make it fun.
I agree with you. I'm gonna go pick up some gas. I was hauling about 92 miles an hour the whole way.
Of course you were. You were in a car. And you didn't have no load, so it didn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and proceed out to the on-ramp. That way I can be lined up, ready to go.
10-4.
Running high beam so that way the stream shows up a little bit better. Not like invisible walls is going to be seen, but still.
Yeah, no, the stream looks pretty damn good, to tell you the truth, and I'm watching it on my damn phone, which is a small-ass fucking screen.
Well, I'm glad you said it looks good. At least you can read the chat. That's really cool.
Oh yeah, I can definitely read the chat, as long as I don't have it where the comment section is open. I have it full screen. I can easily see I can easily read the Facebook chat and all that.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's why I jacked it up to 175%, because I figure a lot of people are going to be viewing this on their phones. So, you know, where it might look pretty large, it's better for the viewing experience for people to read.
Yeah, see, I'll read a comment from Tim right now. Tim Forehand. Watched a video the other day. The load was 380K. Took 4 days to go 68 miles. The rig was something else. Man. I know, random, but I just thought of it.
Exactly what it says. Exactly what it says. So, there you go, Tim.
Also, I'm reading that without my glasses on.
Yeah, that's the I'll tell you right now, I've actually started following on Facebook. I've started following some of the American Truck Simulator groups and pages and stuff, and there's some ridiculous photos in there. Of course, granted, they're all single player. They're not multi, but man, I tell you what, and bless his heart, poor Bones. I really wish I knew who to tell him to reach out to and contact for the extended frame on the Peterbilt. I really do. Poor Bones is all about that extended frame for the Peterbilt. He really is. He asked me the other day, man, hey, do you know who I could reach out to? I'm like, man, I don't know. SCS, that'd be my guess.
I may have to sleep because I don't have any loads available. It's telling me I have no loads, which is bullshit. So let me try to get some rest if possible. If not, I'm just gonna F7 this shit and then check.
Yeah, actually, you should be able to get some sleep. Just go to the the repair shop. You should be able to pull in there and grab about 30 seconds worth of sleep.
There we go. Glad I didn't rest up 3 full times yesterday.
Real life? Oh, yeah. Hey, Tim, did you, I don't know if you followed my page yet or not, but if you haven't, you should on Facebook, because I shared a video the other day of this big generator move. It had 2 heavy-duty wreckers, one front, one rear. They had instead of a pilot car, they had a daggum power line truck rolling with them. And the lowboy that the generator was sitting on, I call it a lowboy. It's probably got a more technical name, but we'll call it a lowboy for our conversation. That thing literally was, yeah, that was ridiculous. It had twin Jeeps front and rear. It was insane.
Alright, I don't have any loads coming out of here. Nor do I have any partially along the way. So I'll just follow you and then pick up a load in New Mexico then.
That's weird. I've got one load available to me that's a camper right now. It's at Biddleman, Kingman, Arizona to Salem, Oregon, but that's going the opposite way. So yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll go ahead and just start trucking on out. So you want to run blocker or you want to take up my 6?
I'll hit up your 6.
10-4. Eastbounded down, loaded up and trucking, putting the hammer down.
Don't matter how fast we go or how slow we go. I'm down for it all.
Oh, if you want to pass, go right ahead, because you're in a 4-wheeler and I'm in this rig, so I may have to be a little bit more mindful in the curves than you will. Just let me know when you're going around.
You're fine. Go ahead and go in the right hand.
Yeah, you said it was my video? Yeah, that was pretty sweet. That video was amazing. And that was an expensive load, too. Holy cow. I told my dad about it, and he goes, they paid a pretty penny for that load. Yes, they did. Well, good deal. Good deal. Glad you're following me there, Tim. I guess I don't need to key my mic up, huh? I can say it and you'll hear it on the chat on YouTube.
Yep.
Go fast? Alright, well. Demario says go fast. Brother, I'm getting her wound up to around 90. Don't hit no bridges. Don't hit
that's that was the median, my friend.
Well,
and almost a guardrail.
hey, I'm just glad everybody's following me on the platforms you're following me on. If you're not following me, then follow me, because we have a good time in here. If you don't believe it, wait till the video is ended and go back and watch it from the beginning. It's good. It's a good one tonight. It's a very good one. And just so you know, Eric, they said I could have 12 foot. They just didn't specify which 12 was mine. I mean, granted, my GPS track has me put in the right lane, but who cares? I love going up and down hills. This is funny. I think DeMario's a top fan too, if I'm not mistaken. So, man, I got some top fans in here tonight on Facebook. That's what's up. I got a subscriber in here on YouTube. This is awesome, man. I'm actually running with my subscriber. This is really cool.
Interesting.
What'd you say there, Eric? Yeah, now we're cruising along. Now we're cooking with gas. Well, the good part is we got about 12 minutes and we'll deliver this load. I'm really hoping that we get some money for it. Because...
I said that's the way it goes.
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's only, the load's only 10% damage, so in theory we should be able to at least come out of the hole on it, and maybe by the time we get it to New Mexico, Eric will be able to find himself a load with his little four-wheeler. His little pumpkin-colored four-wheeler.
Passing on your right.
Copy that.
I'll take that back.
Go ahead. I'll keep in the left lane for you. Pass on the right. I'm probably making Eric sick back there. That's why he wants to pass me. Come on, Eric. Where you at? Thought you were going around. You might want to speed up if you can, because I'm afraid I'm going to hit you.
You all over the road, bro.
You think? I mean, come on, man, get real. I'm doing 82.
Well, I'm around you.
Yeah, I see that now. Yeah, we did. We definitely covered a whole lot of topics tonight there, Tim. We really did, sir. I mean, this stream started out with... this stream started out very interesting. We had green screen. Then I got into my feelings a little bit about earlier when I streamed. And then I recovered from that. It was good. Let's see. Then we talked about vehicles.
Slow it off for you.
Alright, you're good. Don't worry about it. Just keep trucking. But, yeah, we covered...
already bumping 100 miles an hour there.
We covered automobiles, and then we covered NASCAR and motorsports and the such. Then we covered, let's see, TV shows, and then we covered home improvement shows. So, yeah, I mean, it's been a very enlightening trip. It really has. Probably one of the more fun ones prior to Eric joining the CB chat, at least. Probably one of the more fun ones I've had in a while. He's in a pilot car because he can actually haul... What the freak? Oh boy. That was very intriguing. I don't know what I hit or how it worked out, or... Yeah, but anyhow. He's in a pilot car because he's actually... he can actually take camper loads, haul, pull behind trailers like campers and stuff. He can haul those, and they're like 180K plus to haul with that little car. It's like,
I can haul upwards of $700,000 loads at a time.
there you go, and I'm pretty sure y'all heard that because it came in through the chat. So there you go. He just told you how much he can haul as far as price is concerned. That's why he's in that little car, because he can make money in that car. He makes more money in one trip in that car and has a less chance of damage than I do driving this truck with a heavy haul. So, yeah. That's why he's in a pilot car. Eventually, I will buy a pilot car for the online. Eventually. So yeah, that's where we's at. I just really wish I knew which file it was I was supposed to crack open and adjust the amount of money I have. I wouldn't be greedy. I'd just set myself at 10 million and be good to go. And then I could buy me a handful of shops and I'd be happy. Buy me some buy me some trucks and hire me some drivers. I'd be thrilled. I wouldn't even be greedy. I'd say 5 million. If I could adjust the amount of money I have right now, I would take $5 million just so I could do all that. Buy me a few trucks, hire me some drivers, buy me a couple garages. I would be super tickled to do that.
I highly doubt it.
Oh no, I'd still want to make money, but at the end of the day, just to get back to where I was at would make me happy. Right now I'm 26 grand in the hole. So, yeah, and my loans are all maxed out. Yay me. So that's why I said I'd be thrilled with about 5 million, because then I could pay off the loan and then I could sit there and just turn around and start making money. And that would actually work out. Yeah, you notice how quick that little car got up away from me. Let's see, maybe back it up, back it up, back it up. Yeah, I've actually clicked out to where I actually see my destination. I don't even see Tim on the mini-map. Or not Tim, but Eric. So, yeah. But it's all good. We're cool. We're cruising right along. I know he's there. Yeah, no, I didn't even... When I sent you that message last night about how to fix it, I didn't even change it last night. I actually changed it this morning. That's why I politely declined the invitation to run with you and Riggs last night. Because I didn't want to downtime the stream like that. Alright, Gregory. Well, I'm glad you tuned in anyways, man. Thank you for commenting and joining in on the chat and watching the stream. I appreciate it, bud. So, yeah. I'd rather be... Oh wow, that was cool, Tim. I like it. That's funny. I'd rather be in debt in the truck than be making bank in the pumpkin car.
Easy, mate.
Yeah, Gregory, you too, buddy. We will. Yes, sir, we will. We's wills. Hello. Brum, 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 brum. Brum, brum. Although I have heard, Eric, oh boy, smack.
Yeah, that is pretty funny.
I actually have heard that, that American Truck's getting ready to incorporate, a couple of different trucks. I've heard rumors that they're going to incorporate the Freightliner Cascadia, a Volvo, and they're also going to incorporate the an International. I think the International is closer. I've heard 3 different rumors that the Volvo's closer, then it's going to be the Freightliner, then the International, but I don't know. I think the International is actually the closest one of all 3 from some of the stuff I've read. I don't think we need turn signals. There we go. Yep, it has been a complete blast. This is actually probably one of the better streams I've done. I mean, granted.
Well, I'm just hoping they incorporate one truck regardless.
Hoping to incorporate what there, Eric?
Yeah, I almost crashed into you and then crashed into this wall trying to make that turn. Didn't bother using my brakes because I was talking on the radio. But said I'm hoping they try to incorporate at least one of the vehicles. Don't give a crap which one. They just need to incorporate a new damn vehicle.
Personally, I'm hoping they incorporate the International Lone Star. That's a good-looking truck.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind the Freightliner Cascadia because I drove that in single player and I kind of like it.
I tried to get mine to work and couldn't. And we made it. This is nice. I'm going to put it wherever they want it at. Of course they want me to back it in the hole. Isn't that neat? I love it. Not really, but I do. Yes. They want me to back it up right here. Let's get it straight first so that way we can back her in. Yeah, there we go. Woohoo, we delivered it. I wonder how much we got for it. Tolerable. I'll live with it. Close. Current company drop offers. Alright, let's see. Are you serious right now? They want me to take a load to Bakersfield, California for $27,000? How about, no, not that heavy haul, I'm not. No, no sirs. Yeah, we're still down like $4 grand. Still need to make some money. Ouch. Gallup, Hallbrook, Arizona is where we went to. Excuse me.
How about,
yeah, the highest paying load right now.
I got a load that's going from Show Low to Carlsbad, California.
Carlsbad, California. Albuquerque, Yuma. Yeah, I'm looking at the Hallbrook loads, and I see 2 loads going out of Hallbrook. One of them to El Centro, California. The other one to Albuquerque, New Mexico for you. The El Centro is $99,000, according to what I'm seeing on my screen from Hallbrook. Closest thing I've got that way is, yeah, the closest thing I've got out there from Hallbrook is I've got a, I got Los Angeles and I got Bakersfield are the 2 loads that I have going to Cali. So tell me which way you want to go there, sir.
Yeah, for me, that's not for me. That's for you.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be for you. Those, yeah, I totally see what you're seeing, but I definitely don't see it on mine.
Yeah. Well, I guess I can go to Bakersfield and whatnot. We can go out to go to California and just go by Bakersfield and whatnot. I'll haul this heavy haul because that's the only thing gonna get me out of where I'm at. So we'll go dance on the streets of Bakersfield. Then that way I can just grab a load from there and maybe go up to where you're heading to. Where are you heading to in Cali, you said?
We'll be going to Show Low, and then we'll be going to Show Low to pick up my load, and then we'll head to Carlsbad, California.
Show Low and then Carlsbad? Okay, cool. Well, let me back up to this big old wheel here, this reel of cord or whatever it's supposed to be. Because that'll be a $27,000 payout if I can deliver the dang thing without it actually, Well, okay, I thought that was my load. Where the heck is my freaking load at? That's what I'm curious about. What the frick? Did I even accept that load? No. Oops. Dang it, come on now, pay attention. Wake up. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I did. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. I gotta hit the green marker. Duh. I'm dumb. Got to hit the green marker to accept the load. I'm an idiot. Oh, well. That was my load anyway, so, yeah. When you're still in the same area, it should automatically just give you the load. But I guess you gotta check in and all that good jazz. Heavy haul time. Turn the beacons on. Alright, let's go. You want to start heading to Sholo. Go ahead and take point. I'm going to follow you out because I've got this thing, so. Hey, Eric, go ahead and zip around me there, bud. There we go.
Yep, that's where I'll be heading. It's only about 105 miles out.
10-4. Oh, pop that knee. Tim, you still riding along there on Facebook, buddy? Kick on some high beamage. Yeah, I wanted to go ahead and let you go because this thing right here, truck's slightly damaged, and I'm going to try to deliver this load in Bakersfield before I make repairs. Try and get out of the hole.
10-4.
Somebody say something about getting baked.
I'd love to get baked right now.
I'm getting baked.
Although I'm currently driving a pumpkin, so yeah.
There we go. There we are. Now we're good. That's the only thing about nighttime. It's kind of hard to see out there at the back of the trailer. Especially on a heavy haul. Yeah, it's a bit weighty, that's for sure. If I can just keep the truck from shutting off, I think we'll be alright. What makes it even harder is the fact that, like I say, it's dark, so seeing the back of the trailer, making sure you don't clip things, it's a bit challenging. Although, you know what? I wonder. I'm gonna try something when we get up here and stop.
I see you making your way finally.
Hey. I'm slow, but, you know, I'm good.
Yeah, your stream's about 15 to 10 second delay, but it's all good. Yeah, I was watching you make that turn, by the way.
Yeah, that turn's ridiculous. I'm actually going to change one little setting on the game itself. I'm actually fixing to, let's see, brightness. Yeah, ooh. Let's give that a shot. See if that actually changes anything. Let's hit apply. Well, that definitely will help. Let's max it all the way out, boys. Heck yeah.
Yeah, were you referring to that,
I'm referring to the brightness. I just jacked the brightness all the way up. So that way we can see what we're doing. Alright. There we go. Yeah, when you go outside the truck, it looks really weird and really awkward, and I'm not a huge fan of how bright it is right now, but I've only got to do it tonight and tomorrow night, and then we can go back to normal. Because then it won't be solid nighttime all the time. I just had to brighten it up because, like I said, trying to see in my mirror to see the back of this trailer was not happening at the settings I had it at, and I had it at the stock settings. Yeah, Tim, that's why I actually fixed it. That's why I went ahead and just jacked the brightness all the way up. I mean, it doesn't look all that good when the brightness...
I need to go get my glasses right quick.
10-4.
That's why I was backing up to, let you know, because I was out of range.
Alright, that's cool. I'm going to keep plugging because I got this heavy haul and it's moving, so... I may end up stopping in Kingman to make repairs.
10-4, boss man.
But no, Tim, it was very challenging to see. Like right now, you can see the rooted visor in the low right-hand corner screen. It looks like somebody's got a flashlight shining on it. So I'll deal with that tonight and tomorrow night. But then after tomorrow night, because for Halloween, Truckers MP made it nighttime the whole way through. So I want to say it was either Eric or Bones. One of the two of them let me know. I forget which one it was, but it was one of those two. So yeah, it's a bit frustrating when you cannot see the back of your trailer and you try to make turns and you bind up on a railing or something like that. So yeah, the visual appeal is not all that good, but I'm okay with it. Whoa, okay, that's weird. Huh. Alright. That's super interesting. I just glanced over to my left, and y'all don't see what I see. That's really weird. The brightness level for me lightened up a lot, but it's still dark as the night for y'all. See if that actually helps any. Turn the high beams on, see if that helps lighten it up. Mommy's on her way home. I need you to clean up. Thank you. Yeah, I noticed that, Tim. I glanced over at the tablet and I saw the screen was still dark as it was beforehand, and I figured that would have actually translated over when I jacked the brightness up on the stream or on the game. I figured it would have brought the brightness level up on the stream as well, but it didn't, so that kind of sucks. Alright, come on, truck, let's go. Let's go, truck, come on, truck, let's go, truck. Yeah, right now, what I see actually looks like dusk and whatnot. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing on the actual game itself. As far as what the stream's showing, yeah, not so much. And I'm sorry about that. Oh, come on, there we go. Engine malfunction, engine malfunction. Dude, he's way back there too, but he knows where I'm going, and he's still watching me on YouTube, so this works. All right. Yeah, unfortunately it's dark, which sucks, but I say just if you bear with it for the rest of tonight and tomorrow night during the stream, it'll be fine as far as that goes, because then Thursday it'll go back to normal. It'll go back to normal where it'll cycle through day and night, so... And I still haven't pegged the hours count for multiplayer. I know the clock still runs like normal, but the daytime clock is what's different. The light clock is totally different. It's like it's almost like being in Alaska, where you sit there and look at your route advisor and it shows midnight, but yet it's bright as all get out during the day. So yeah, and it's like, oh well, where in the name of the world are we? Whatever. Yeah, I've seen it. Excuse me. I've seen the G27 setup. I don't know if anybody out there's feeling if anyone out there's feeling gifting, you know, the holiday season is coming, you know, be willing to give that a whirl. But you know, oh, come on, truck, come on, truck. All right, there we go. Come on, truck, let me just get to a repair facility. That's all I want to do. Take this dude and get it repaired. Truck's 25% damage. Yeah, we are in some trouble. Come on, truck. Come on, truck. Give me speed, give me speed, give me speed. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. About time it came back on. Jeez Louise. Had to slow down to like 60 miles an hour, apparently. Alright, well. Camp Verde, Arizona. Arizona. Yeah, I would try it. It's just, I don't know. If somebody bought it for me, then yes, I would definitely use it. But as far as me buying it myself, nah. I've seen, like I said, I've seen the setup. It looks good, and it'd probably be easy to play with, but yeah. Unfortunately, I dumped all my squirrel away money for new toys for the computer into the Razer Chroma setup for keyboard, mouse pad, and headset. Yeah, I know, right? I know, right? I had a guy yesterday, and I really wish I knew how to make that appear, because I totally missed the I missed the alert, so I didn't even get to say thank you. I had a guy give me 100 stars yesterday when I was streaming, and I thought that was too cool. I actually checked on the couple of things today on Facebook, and I actually got 100 stars.
Safe one there, driver.
If I can keep the truck running, we will. We will. You too, buddy. But no, I was tickled, man. He gave me 100 stars. I was like, man, that is super friggin' cool. I like that. So yeah, that was super neat. That was really awesome. Sadly, I didn't even see the alert. I just saw it on the Facebook page in the settings and stuff. I was like, wow, that's too friggin' cool that I actually got that. Oof. So yeah, made some money. Not much, but hey, I'll say it like this: every little bit helps. It was more stars than what I had. So yeah. Aha, before it is she does that, yes sir, we're gonna take that tow. Ha, truck didn't want to crank, and I only had 10 seconds left to get the headlights back on before it kicked me. So that's what you call being quick on the uptake. Yeah, and we didn't suffer no damage to the trailer or the truck, which is even better. I love it. Ah, boy, oh boy. Yeah. Oh well. So yeah, that was good. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna kick that brightness back down. That's just too awful much. Drop it at about the midpoint, see if that changes anything. Alright, that's better. That looks a lot better now. Alright, Eric. Where am I? I had to take a tow because my headlights cut off. I'm in Kingman at the repair shop. That's where I'm at. I had to spend the money and get a tow to keep me from getting kicked out. I actually did that in the most trick way, bro. The way it actually worked out, I kicked in. As soon as the truck cut off, I double tapped that W key to keep it moving and to see if the headlights would come back on. It didn't want to crank, so I was like, oh crap. So I switched over to Root Advisor to where I could call for a tow and let the truck just roll and didn't hit a thing in the world. And just called for a tow. It's still rolling. As soon as I clicked on the tow key, it was like done. I was like, cool. And then it said I had 10 seconds to turn the headlights back on. I was like, whew. Saved by the bell. So yeah, I had to get a tow to Kingman. Repair the truck. That was $12,000 that I didn't have. But it is what it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull it out here on the main drag and just be kind of sitting here waiting for you. I'll pull it in the middle of the road so that way people can go around me or whatever they need to do. There we go. There we go. Now let's see how good I am at backing up. Oh boy. Trailer's drifting. Let's see if we can straighten her out. Yeah, I'd love to see somebody try to back this thing up. I mean, I'm pretty sure they do it all the time in the real world, but I don't necessarily think I could do it. I can't even back it in a video game. Golly, could you imagine me trying to back it in real life? Okay. All the wheels are straight. Front Jeep straight on the truck and the trailer. And tractor's drifting. And the instant I turn the wheels, the Jeep's on the tractor, they start to turn. Oh, well, while I'm here, I need to go get fuel anyway, so let's go ahead and fill her up. Let's go get some fuel. I don't got no viewers. To me left. Oh, alright, cool. Alright. Unhook it. Yeah, I went around to get some fuel there, Eric, because I need some. So I kind of dropped my trailer off on the side of the road here just before the fuel stop. But I'm pretty close to the... I'm on the back side of the repair facility in Kingman. Rah. Excuse me. And we is hooked up. And away we go. Hey, Eric, you within earshot? Take that as a note. Alright, I'm heading around to the main drag where the repair facility is in Kingman there, Eric. I think I see... Never mind. I think I see your dot. No, that's not your dot, I don't believe. No, that's not you. I think your dot's going to be green, if I'm not mistaken. Tim's phone froze for a minute. He's still here, and Eric says he's got to go through Phoenix. Okay, well, go through Phoenix. Let's see. I'm sitting still so I can go ahead and pull the map up just to see what's going down. That's Vegas. Phoenix is down south. Yep. Of course it is down south. I had my first shop there when I first started playing. That was where my very first shop was at, was in Phoenix. So, yeah. Yep, yep. Funny thing is, I'm looking on the map, and what makes it even weirder is I don't even see Eric on the map. Of course, I don't see nobody else on the map either, which is kind of interesting. You would think that you would. Even when you zoom down in, you'd think you'd see other players. But, yeah, who knows? If I had to venture a guess, he probably went from Hallbrook and had to go down into Camp Verde and then through Phoenix and coming back up into Kingman where I'm at. He'll be taking 93 up to 40, it looks like. That would be my guess. My honest to goodness guess. I don't know where we're going. Let's go find a movie theater. Go see a movie. Lead a trailer sitting in the middle of the road. Ooh, it's a wall. If I go any further, I will lose my trailer. Oh, that's a neat little warning. I like that. Can't go but so far away from the trailer. That's pretty cool. Learning valuable lessons here. At least they give you some freedom to be able to move about the cabin, as it were. Full speed hookup in reverse, not bad. Historic US 66 is where I'm sitting at. That's funny. Well, I guess he learned a lesson. He must have learned a very valuable one, too. But I'm fairly certain, because he is the boss's brother, I'm fairly certain he ain't going to get chastised like you did. Or like you would, if that was you. Let's jump in here. See what kind of mess we can make. We got the beacons. Those unlock at level 16. That one unlocks at level 20. 15, 17, and 18 for those chassis. And I don't really care about the rest of the skins, to be honest. So, because I like the skin that's on the truck now. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, fair. I just look at it for a minute, see what kind of stuff we had going on with the truck. Alrighty. Yeah. Yeah. I can imagine he'd be mad as all heck if it was you. Yeah, if it was you or me or Eric or somebody like that that ain't family, yeah, he'd lose his mind. It's like, I don't know if you've ever watched any World of Warcraft streams or if you've ever played World of Warcraft there, Tim, but, yeah, nah. And World of Warcraft is very interesting. That's alright. It's okay, Eric. It happens. It does happen. Tim's cool. Oof. Plus, the downtime actually benefited me. It gave me a chance to speak to the wife about something. So, yeah, it's good. So that's what happens when you drive a pumpkin. Pumpkins don't go that fast, and besides, you know, just because Cinderella had a pumpkin that turned into a carriage and mice that turned into horses, you know, that deal turned into a pumpkin and the horses turned back into mice after midnight. So, yeah, sorry. Nothing but love for you, Eric. Nothing but love, though. Just saying. Yeah. I'm not the one driving the pumpkin car. Oh, we got a rest area. That's a good thing. We're going to bag it up. All right, come on, truck. Come on, truck. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, every job has its dangers and its quirks. I mean, even working in retail, you know, you think, oh, it can't be that dangerous to work in retail. Yeah, right. When you're talking about unloading pallets that weigh in excess of 2,000 pounds with a manual jack, so yeah, it gets really. It gets really interesting. It really does. Just because, you know, 2,000-pound pallets, if that thing shifts the right way and there's somebody near it or around it, it will fall and it can hurt them. So, yeah, I really don't want to deal with that. Yeah. Pumpkin car. Well, I mean, even look at shows like Gold Rush. You know, even in Gold Rush, you look at those guys. You know, those guys operate heavy equipment. It's their job. It's what they do. But you know, even they get into some precarious situations with that equipment that, you know, the normal everyday guy like me, if you put me in that position, I'm probably going to flip that little safety bar up. I'm going to open that door and I'm going to jump out. Not even trying to deal with it. So, yeah. But, nah, I mean, it is what it is. Alright, come on now, truck. Where do we want to go? Oh, I know what I was going to do. I wanted to check on bumpers. That's what I wanted to check on. When I was in here earlier, I was having a hard time remembering what I was trying to check on. What are you? Bumper. Thank you. Okay, yeah, the last bumper that lights up the whole bottom unlocks at level 17. Okay, cool. Although we did get ourselves a new bull bar. I opted not to go with that just because it doesn't. Neither one of these fit the truck. I'm not. If we were in Australia, or if these were going to be mounted on like a Volvo or even an older Mac, definitely not the Anthem. The Anthem's too different for that, but Yeah. It is what it is. Alright.
Boo.
Bro, it's about time.
Hey. I've been hauling at about 100 miles an hour the whole way.
Is that all that little pumpkin
Not
car
one
will do?
crash along the way. Well, it would usually do 130, but they haven't limited to 100. So, you know, talk to them about that.
Tim, how you can do that is go to the XG Wolverine Facebook page, and then you can click the send message button, and then you can send me pictures that way. That's how that works. I've actually had a truck driver send me pictures of his rig and whatnot that follows the stream. So, yeah. All right, Eric, are we ready to hit the road then, sir? Is that what I'm guessing?
Fueling up and ready. We'll be ready to go.
All right, well, I'm heading toward I-40 right now.
Gotcha. Where's your load headed? Bakersfield,
On
if
the
I'm not
streets
mistaken?
of Bakersfield.
Yeah, 4. Mine's headed to like Carlsbad.
Yeah, that's what you told me earlier. So, yeah. At Bakersfield, I guess we'll part ways and I'll go dump this thing off. Well, hey, feel free to send them there, buddy. Yeah, Tim, just feel free to send them. I don't know why I did that, but sorry.
Force of habit.
Probably is.
I'm sorry, 12-pack trucking, but nobody is going to be hiring on to your company, considering I'm an owner of one company. And
That's fine, buddy. That's fine.
Yep. Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
Supposed to be when we go trick or treat, then mommy will. Then she'll remember we're going trick or treating, okay? Please.
Yes, ma'am, I'll take care of it. My 7-year-old just came in here and told me to post a video for when we go trick-or-treating tomorrow. So that way Mommy knows we went trick-or-treating, because this will be the first year that Mommy doesn't go trick-or-treating with us because Mommy has to work. So she figured she better come in here and remind me that I need to do that. And I'm like, no need to remind me, I'm going to do it anyways. So, yeah. No, the neighborhood we live in, there's literally like 2 houses that would pass out candy, and my house is one of them. So, instead of doing like other people do, and I'm not knocking other people for doing it, because, you know, that's why the neighborhoods do it, but, you know, some people go to real rich, hoity-toity neighborhoods and whatnot to get candy. We attend a church here in town that's fairly sizable. Our average attendance on Sunday morning is about 800 people, and we're doing our 5th annual trunk or treat tomorrow night, and I'm gonna take her to that and whatnot. It's the cool part for me is it's short, sweet, to the point. You know, I can walk through, see the folks that, you know, we know from church, see the different trunks and how they're decorated, and then bam, you know, she gets candy at each trunk. After it's all said and done, we leave. Literally, once we get in and get started, it's probably, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30, depending on how many cars we have there. And it's like 30 minutes or so. We've talked about doing it. Me and the wife have talked about actually being a part of it, but I'm not sure when or if we'll actually be able to do it, just because of work schedules. I think if we commit to it, then we will definitely be a part of it. So, yeah. Hoo-wee. Yeah. So, tomorrow night I'll probably be on a little bit later than normal. Right here lately I've been trying to be on about 7:30, somewhere in there. just so that way I can knock out at least a 3-hour stream, just for the folks like Tim who like to come in and others. So yeah, I mean, I really would like to stick with that. So, oh gosh, I'm getting old. Yeah, you can also, I think, obviously when I view the page, I view it as the admin/owner. So I get all the extra options of like edit and stuff like that. But I think there might be a thing where you can actually post, make post on the page, and you should be able to share a photo that way too and whatnot. So it's kind of one of those things. If it's pictures that you don't mind people who visit the page seeing, then you can post them there. But if it's something that you really don't want other people to see other than you and the select people that you choose, then messaging me would probably be the easy way to do it. So, yeah. I haven't gotten no notifications yet, but it's alright. I'll check it in a little bit. I just checked my phone just to see if there was a notification there, Tim. Alright, Eric, where you at there, pumpkin car?
Right behind you.
Copy that. See, I'm actually staying straight right now. Don't even talk no trash about my driving right now.
Well, I wasn't about to yet.
Oh, give it time. It'll get worse. Give it time.
Oh yeah, see, you just went on the other side without using your turn signal. There's some shit.
Yeah, well, what? Are you cops? You know, you want my license? Cause you know you ain't gonna run the number. I hope. Cause if you are, we're in trouble. That number's expired.
Yeah, I'll be turning that into the actual police, but after next of worker there. Don't ask me how the hell that works because I don't know, but they have me come out here do their dirty work and then I send them all the information.
Alright, that's cool. Well, since we're going to do all that, just go ahead and let them know that I'm also driving without a CDL, and I have no clue where my logbook is, and what's an E-log?
Yeah, I'll be sure to turn that in.
By all means, you're such a good guy.
Also, this conversation is being recorded at all times.
Well, that ain't no joke. That definitely ain't no joke. Of course it's being recorded.
Hey, you know it's called the road, not the shoulder.
Nah, that's the emergency passing lane. That's what that is. Get it right.
No, the emergency passing lane is that center median over there with that wall in it.
No, that's not the emergency passing lane. That's the way to call it Rex lane.
Well, it's also the emergency passing lane.
I don't know, if I was going fast enough and I hit it just right, I could probably clear it.
Well, I've cleared the entire other side of the freeway up in just outside of Portland because I was doing like 80 miles an hour trying to text Riggs one day. I hit the wall on my right side on my lane, and I went over 4 lanes and landed in a tree on the opposite side of the freeway, on the other side of the barrier.
I forget where I was at. I was in the coast to coast map, and I was out in the Midwest somewhere, and it was very interesting the way it actually happened. I was cruising along, went past this fuel stop, and I don't know what I hit. I don't know how it happened. I just know that all of a sudden, before I knew it, I was real quick with it, getting on the third-person view camera and rotating the camera around because my truck was a solid 200-300 feet in the air. And I was genuinely impressed. I was thrilled. I was like, yeah, that's fun. Good deal, Tim.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. In single player, if I've got the money like I used to have in the single player campaign, yeah, I'll get stupid in a heartbeat. I mean, I went from 10 million down to a little more than 6 million just doing streams and crashing. So yeah. But then I got smart and I figured out how to turn off the speeding violation and the red light violation. All my violations are now turned off, so I don't get penalized for running red lights. I don't get penalized for speeding. I don't even get penalized for crashing, which is great. Woo! Bro!
And that's what happens when you talk on the radio and try to take a turn and not even pay attention. I seen that happen. That was awesome.
That was genuinely impressive, was it?
Well, we have a heavy haul blocking up the entire what is it, westbound lane here.
Well, you see, I was talking and streaming and laughing and talking on the CB. And I went around a corner just a little bit too fast, and usually I'm quick with it. I can rock it back and forth and just drop it back down and keep going.
You decided to like F7 because you have no choice but the F7 at this time, unless you want me to try to roll you over.
I just don't think you're going to roll me over just because of the way the tractor's pinned up. I just don't see that happening. The tractor's pretty pent up right now because the front Jeeps are all the way turned backwards. Oh, well. But the good part is, the really good part is, that actually worked out because I only got 1% trailer damage, or 1% cargo damage on that. In real life, that reel would be jacked. %9 trailer damage, 1% cargo. But you gotta admit, that was pretty sweet.
That was epic, but it was not as epic as my wreck in front of you the other day.
Yeah, that's the automated response I have set up, Tim. That's what that does. Yeah, I'll get back to you as soon as I can on that. That should be what it says or something like that. But, yeah. No, I'll respond to it. Let me check, see if I actually got it now.
I'm gonna pull up to the gas station on the other side of the freeway right quick and fuel up. I'm at about a half a tank of fuel here.
Copy that, sir. Yeah, do the same thing. Yeah, I see the, wow, he did a good job. He really did a good job. That deal is buried. I mean, why would he sit there and not do it the right way? That doesn't make no sense to me. How did he not know it was going to get buried? I guess the same reason I didn't know I couldn't run over that wall.
I assume you're getting gas as well right quick.
10-4. Oof. Yeah, he did a good number on that, Tim. He really did, buddy. Nice. I'm genuinely impressed. There we go. There we are. No, I was responding to a message on the book. Hit the parking brake. Take that off. All right, now. Go away from the sign. Pivot. And here we go. Right on. There we go. Ooh-wee. All right. Now we're back out in the States.
Not bad turning.
Yeah. Sometimes I have my good moments. Sometimes I have those really good moments there, Eric, where I turn like a complete boss.
Yeah, that was definitely like a boss.
Well, of course it only took 5 minutes to yank it out with a darned excavator. Durr. Use the excavator, dig out from around it, and then hook a chain to the hook on the bucket. Hook the other chain to the excavator, and drag that dude smooth out of there. Done. Yes. Alright, now we're going to pay better attention. I'm going to pay better attention on this road this time. Just because I don't want to roll over again. I might not get so lucky.
Yeah, no, you might completely screw up your load.
Sure, yeah. 1% damage is actually pretty good, so I'll take it. Ooh, and we're on 2 lanes, so gotta be really careful. Do me a favor. Come around me, Eric. I want you in front of me because I want you to basically run blocker and give me a heads up what's in front of me since I got this heavy haul because I'm gonna be using the whole road.
10-4. Yeah, I'll be getting in front of you real shortly.
So that way you can give me a heads up on what's coming around curves and stuff, especially when I take sharp ones. I'll be veering into the other lane just because of the length of the trailer.
Yep.
Got a pilot car, might as well use it, right?
Yep. Normally I don't run orange on my car, but since it's for Halloween and they decided to make it all black outside, might as well be bright ass orange.
This is true. This is very true. If I get me a pilot car, it'll be the same color as my truck.
Hey, you know, you gotta go with the theme. Orange is best for Halloween.
Yeah, I could have changed my color scheme over to orange for Halloween. I'll probably do that tomorrow night, to be honest with you. I'll probably change out my red on my tractor to orange. Especially when you go speeding around curves, you're going to want to use the whole road.
Yep. After we're done with this load, I'm gonna switch over to my rig.
When I get to Barstow with this one here, I'm going to go ahead and wrap her on up and shut her all down for tonight. Spend some time with the wife and whatnot, and we can regroup up tomorrow. About what time are you usually on? So that way we can get the most out of the game time, so to speak. Ah, okay. Apparently, we have separated Eric. So yeah. Yeah, definitely gotta get to that. Yeah. I guess we merged off somewhere, somehow. But it's alright. Okay. Yeah. But we're alright. It's working out. It's all good. Oh. Oof. Yeah, pop that neck. Ooh-wee. Almost missed that turn. There we go. Come on, truck. Let's do this. Okay. Right on, right on. Right on, right on. Kim's. All right. You cannot do that. Firstly, stop your truck. Right. Oh boy. Okay. Back it up. Haha! Check me out, Stevie. Check me out. I'm about to try something. Well, actually, Tim, to be perfectly honest with you, sir, I'm probably gonna go ahead and wrap her on down tonight and whatnot, and just let that be the end of it. You know, just to let that be the wrap up and everything. Go ahead and get out of debt real fast and get more debt. So yeah. Well, at least we've got some money, so we can at least make a trip or two. But yeah, I wanted to get out of debt because I didn't want it to take my truck, because that does happen. But yeah, no, pretty much, I think I'm gonna be through for tonight. Go ahead and shut it all down, and because it's not quite 4 hours, it's close, but it's 3 hours and 16 minutes. So yeah, it's pretty much close for tonight. But yeah, I'll wait for Eric to respond to me on that one. Noon to late in the morning. Okay, cool. Yeah, basically what'll happen is, guys, tomorrow night, how it's got to work out is I'll be doing trunk or treat with my kid at our church. I'm not going to throw down a time on it as far as what time I'll be on. I don't want to say 7:30, but I promise I will try to be on by 8:30, something like that. So try to get that knocked out. But yeah, that's pretty much good for me. Eric, just shoot me a message, or I can shoot you a message whenever I'm fixing to jump on, and we can roll on the truck. And Tim, thank you for tuning in tonight. Thank you for being one of the long haulers with me. I appreciate it, buddy. And y'all have a great night. Stay safe. Eric, keep it on all 8, or at the very least, 4, something like that. Let's see. Yeah, you got keep it on all. Let's keep it on all 6, or at least 3. So yeah. But no, guys, thank you very much for tuning in, following the stream, watching the stream, liking the stream. It means the absolute world to me to have this. So yeah, I mean, I'm generally on most of the time as well. So you guys are awesome. Tim, great conversations on Facebook. Eric, great conversations in game. Let's keep this thing growing. Let's spread the word about the YouTube. Anybody watching on Twitch that hasn't commented, don't want to leave y'all out. But thank you for watching on Twitch. Eric, thank you for watching on YouTube. Let's just get the word out about all 3 of them and make them grow and become super popular. Maybe one day then I can afford to get me the G27 wheel and foot pedals that Tim keeps telling me about. But thank you guys. Much love to all of y'all. And I will catch y'all on the flip-flop.